Innovations is the essence of product design and could be your company's biggest competitive advantage. It requires creativity, agility, and the ability to change through concept as quickly as possible. So parametric surface modeling delivers on creativity and agility, but the process is time-consuming, requires a rare level of expertise and need through planning. But subdivisions modeling is spontaneous, requires minutes of training, and changes are visualized in real time, available on any device in internet connections and compatibility with your existing SOLIDWORKS workflows. This is a tool every product designer needs in their toolbox. As for today, we are creating the master 3D shapes inside of xShape itself, and there's two characters involved in my little story. The industrial designer on the left and mechanical designer on the right side, which I will get into a little bit. Of course, this is a cloud-based tool, so you can use it on any device, which is very foreign to SOLIDWORKS user, being able to jump right even onto an Apple MacBook. And in this case, we have a frame already in progress, so designing around was like designing in SOLIDWORKS. Of course, you can bring it right into the 3DEXPERIENCE platform and use it as a reference and sketches as well. So we can certainly insert those into xShape as well as a reference. But something I've been doing is you can skip both of those steps and just start creating the 3D shapes, transferring your idea to a 3D shape instantly in xShapes because it's easy, quick, and responsive. And now, where the sub-modeling gets its name from? It's a 3D shapes that we are working with, like a digital hunk of clay, and subdivided into a chunk, and depending on how many subdivisions you have, the more control you have over the model. So it's kind of like the spline tools in SOLIDWORKS if you want to start with less rather than more, because you can always add detail later on. Now, the main UI element is the robot. That's on the screen manipulator right now. Everything that we do to translate, rotate, or scale take respect to the locations of the robot. So by dragging it over to the left-hand side of the screen, we can go ahead and scale with respect to the left edge, keeping it stationary to match the overall length of my hand sketch that I have here. Now the other half of the vector is selecting the geometry. So we have all the shortcuts that you can use, including holding the shift key down to the select the tire change, or loop the edges surrounding to the model, which is really easy to do, and everything is C2 level of curvature continuity. So to those nice blue smooth transitions from one surface to another, but you can crease the edge if you want to. In fact, you can smooth a crease edge as well if you wanted to do a little slider. It's kind of like a kinetic field in the surface modeling, but it's just so easy to do in xShapes. Now, remember it's a cloud-based tool, so this is happen on any browser, on any device, including a tablet if you want to. So, taking advantage of really cool UI elements like the ability to swipe your fingers on the screen or sketch a pen stylus across the screen to automatically snap on all those points directly to it. And it really doesn't get any easier than that. So jumping around to different view, moving things around, you can see how intuitive this is. And it really doesn't take any time at all to learn software like this. Now, in this case, I have an angle face. And I have that angle planar face exactly what I need it to be. But I need to change the shape of it a little bit. So again, I can just simply drag the robot into the edge and try to realign itself so that it's perfectly in line with that edge. And I can now translate it in a very precise manner. Not only in the directions, but also the distance of the on-screen rulers, so that I could snap. So there's a high level of precision in xShapes. Even though it's such a free-form modeling environment, you can really obtain a lot of precision and exactness with your model. So the side portion of it is pretty much right about just a couple of minutes. Now, we have to make the hood of the design as well. And again, I will call it as a digital hunk of clay. So we're just going to take another digital hunk of clay to smash it right into the top, so that we have more material that we can move around. And of course, everything is done with the context toolbar. So I know all the Solid users love SOLIDWORKS because of the very intelligent context toolbar, because it's always thinking ahead of us. So I'm picking on plane, it will recommend the symmetry command, and the symmetry command will keep the model symmetry. So no matter what you do, either side of it, or it's just super simple. The top hood need to be perfectly horizontal. So one of my favorite tools, so that the line is aligned to the line command, where I can just snap and infer to the horizontal or vertical alignment, so I can know that it's perfectly in place. And the other thing is take note of is that everything is happening live and not having to make changes on my picture screen and waiting for it to review or anything like that. And as soon as I need more detail, like right here in the design, I can just insert more loops as I need, like that, like what we do in the spline. And you can always add a spline points, exactly what we do right here now. And here, hence, I could add another vertical loops into the bottom of the design. And we can change the transparency if you want to just to see the other side of the model geometry, or the hand sketches if you will, whichever that you are most comfortable working on generating 3D shapes. And finally, to blow hole right through from the front to the back, all I need to do is just pre-select a couple of faces, hit the extrude tools right from the context toolbar, and that's it. That is it.